Welcome to our YouTube channel, dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you'll be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily, and then comment hashtag the keyword in the comment section. Also, today being Sunday, we will be announcing the lucky weekly winner from this week's giveaway. Good luck! Now let's continue with the latest Iraqi Dinar Intel provider news today. Please take any of these information with a grain of salt and do your own research. Something big could be right around the corner. And while yes, some might call it hopium, you really can't blame the sources right now. Iraq seems to be positioning itself for a serious move, and all the signs are pointing in the same direction. Between sudden political momentum, economic pressure building behind the scenes, and global tech giants showing up where they normally wouldn't, it feels like a perfect storm is brewing. And just when we thought this weekend might be quiet, whispers of potential notifications as early as Tuesday are lighting up the community. Could this finally be the moment we've all been waiting for? Or just another head fake to test our patience? Either way, you don't want to miss this. I'll walk you through the most important updates you need to know. Then at the end, I'll share my full breakdown and final analysis of where this is all headed. Stick around. From Intel Guru Bruce via Wiser Now. What are we hearing about our start? We're hearing from Redemption that we would receive notifications on Tuesday, so we're not going to get them over the weekend. More than likely, we are going to get our notifications with the 800 number on Tuesday. We could start exchanging as early as Tuesday afternoon, or if not, we could start exchanges on Wednesday. From Intel Newshound Guru Mark Zeed via PDK. Article: The coordination framework calls for resolving disputes between the center and the region through the legislation of the oil and gas law 15 years ago. I was told that when this was done, we go in quickly. I love seeing this enormous amount of political pressure. This law should be before Parliament before the middle of June. From Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram, the implications of the Iran negotiations extend beyond Iran and Israel. A successful deal could lead to regional stability, potentially boosting Iraq's economy and security. Iraq's government must foster positive relations with both the U.S. and Iran. The value of the Iraqi dinar is also susceptible to the outcomes of these negotiations. A successful agreement could stabilize oil markets, benefiting oil-dependent economies like Iraq. This stability might strengthen the IQD. However, renewed sanctions or military conflict could disrupt oil exports and regional trade, exerting downward pressure on the IQD. The stakes remain high. From Newshound Guru Pimpy, what we're hoping they'll do is make it where the central bank digital currency is being used for digital banking, but still allow customers to come in and be able to take out physical cash. Doesn't sound like it. All the articles I'm reading, it's not going to happen. So, still looking into this because I'm not sure 100% what that means for people who are holding on to the dinar as an investment. Are we going to be able to swap it for our cash, or do we have to find some form of wallet so we can swap it for the CBDC? From Newshound Guru Caparoni article, Al-Atwani, Iraq's integration into the international financial system is no longer an option, but rather a necessity to enhance confidence in the national economy. From Newshound Guru Militiaman, Iraq is under sanctions and is not actively traded globally at any significant means. But when they do have a real effective exchange rate, there's going to be an impact to all their trading partners. When Iraq hits the Forex, they're going to be monitoring all those trading countries to play by the rules with a level playing field. They're going to have to play fair with real fundamentals. They're not going to want anybody taking advantage of when Iraq has a real effective exchange rate. They want a stable exchange rate. From Newshound Intel Guru FNU LNU, article quote, Iraq's financial sector has faced challenges in expanding its customer base and has experienced limited banking penetration, leaving a large portion of the population unbanked and dependent on informal financial systems. When we hear glowing reports about the digital dinar, as hopeful as they may sound, one must contrast the reports with reality. That reality is that only 20% of the population is actually banked. The dinar is not digitized yet. The system is not designed yet, nor is any of it implemented yet. The snip above is from a much larger article which outlines all the difficulties involved. It does not include any talk about an RV, as is the case with all the financial information I digest every week. From Intel Guru Frank 26. Question: are we going to pay taxes on our dinar? Of course you are. In what world do you not pay taxes? Seriously, stop. You're dreaming if you think you're not going to pay taxes on something like this. You're the backbone of the United States of America. You're the taxpayer. How else do you think America pays its bills? Before ending with the last update, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is Intelli-Nvest. This will be for next Sunday's giveaway. Now let's announce who's the lucky winner of the 100 Dogecoin. The lucky winner is shown on the screen. Congratulations! Please contact us via email, and the email contact will be provided under the description of this video. On the email, please use 100 Dogecoin winner in the subject line and provide your Dogecoin address. We will also reply to your original comment if you are at least a basic member of this channel and let you know that you are the winner as well. You have 4 days to claim your prize. Okay, let's move on. From Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram. As long as there is positive movement in Iraq, we feel obligated to keep going. And finally, the last one from Newshound Guru Pimpy. Question: does Pimpy hold dinar? Yes, Pimpy has 5 million dinars. After going through all the latest updates, it's clear that Iraq continues to show signs of serious economic positioning. From the progress on the oil and gas law to discussions of a real effective exchange rate, and even behind-the-scenes moves with tech giants like Meta and international interest from SpaceX, there's no denying that Iraq is aligning itself for deeper global integration. These developments, whether confirmed or speculative, point toward major shifts coming, and even if there's some hopium involved, you can't entirely blame the sources when Iraq appears to be on the verge of something big. That brings us to one of the more skeptical voices lately, FNU-LNU. His argument rests on the belief that Iraq is nowhere near ready for a revaluation or reinstatement because there's been no public announcement, the digital dinar isn't fully deployed, only 20% of the population is banked, and there are still operational gaps in the system. But this line of reasoning is flawed and misses some very important distinctions. First, expecting the Central Bank of Iraq to announce a revaluation ahead of time shows a complete misunderstanding of how monetary policy works. Major revaluations like the one Kuwait executed in 1991 are almost always done suddenly and without notice. Why? To avoid speculative attacks, hoarding, and currency manipulation that could destabilize the entire process. Iraq keeping the details private is not a sign of unreadiness. It's a standard central bank tactic to preserve monetary control. Second, the claim that a country must be fully digitized before revaluing its currency is simply false. Iraq does not need to wait for every citizen to use mobile wallets or e-dinar platforms. In fact, when Iraq reissued its paper currency after Saddam's regime, it did so using entirely manual and paper-based systems. Digitization supports future enforcement, efficiency, and transparency, but it is not a requirement for adjusting an exchange rate. The value of a currency is a macroeconomic decision, not a technical one. dependent on smartphone adoption. Third, the argument that only 20% of the population is banked, so Iraq isn't ready, misleads the conversation. Many countries with low banking penetration have conducted monetary reforms. Being unbanked doesn't prevent someone from exchanging notes at a licensed outlet. Iraq has already begun expanding financial inclusion programs, rolling out e-payment infrastructure, and even requiring government employees to receive salaries through banks. These steps show operational planning, not delay. And finally, FNU-LNU's biggest misstep is treating digital modernization and exchange rate policy as if they are the same. They're not. One is about infrastructure, and the other is about value. Iraq is moving toward Article 8 compliance with the IMF, which would allow the dinar to become freely convertible and traded internationally, something far more relevant than whether or not every Iraqi has a debit card. Until that's achieved, the dinar cannot be considered fully international. So when FNU-LNU claims the 1320 rate proves Iraq is already international, he's ignoring that the dinar still isn't listed on Forex, is not freely traded, and remains restricted under IMF Article 14, not Article 8. In my opinion, these updates show that Iraq is making calculated, structured moves to prepare for a revaluation or reinstatement. It may not be broadcast in the headlines or debated in Western media, but the groundwork is being laid piece by piece through policy, through law, and through international partnerships. And when it happens, it won't come with flashing lights and banners. It will come the way it has for every other nation that made this kind of leap quietly, swiftly, and without warning. That's my final analysis. That's all for the latest updates on the Iraq dinar. What are your thoughts of all the articles or news coming from Iraq and opinions from these intel providers? Also, we released a breaking news article video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RVRI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video.